Well, hello redesigners and welcome back to Life Redesigned. Today is a very unusual day because I have a day off. That seagull right there, it's eating a clam. That's Carrie right up there on the roadway, and across the water is Canada. That's right, we're in Blaine, Washington. We're going to share a whole bunch of stuff with you, and well, of course, I'm going to upload this video with connecting. That's right, if you need mobile unlimited internet for, well, RV life, van life, or just traveling to weird places like we are today, you can do that all with connecting. The link in the video description. Today, we need to get this adventure going. Let's do this. Well, this is a walkway here in Blaine, Washington. We'll put the park name right here, but you have really a great destination here, as you have this area, which has been ripe for people clamming. And right over here, way off in the distance there, let's see if we can zoom in. That's our friendly neighbors to the north. That is Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. And well, they are actually some really nice people over there, as we found out. Oh, see, I promised you Carrie would be here.
Hello.
So we've been exploring Blaine, Washington now for about the past week. We've actually had some of the best weather of our entire road trip. It has been roughly 75 degrees and under the entire time we've been here. We had one day where it rained in the morning, and that was about it. And we thought, being this far north in Washington, the Pacific Northwest, we've heard people complaining about all the rain and all the torrential downpours, and we're here to show you it's not the case.
This time, Mississippi, you win with the rainfall.
Absolutely. So we're just out here taking, this is a little nature trail, taking about a 1.4 mile walk. I'm going to show you what we show ourselves every day, which is this great beauty. And just kind of share with you a day in the life when we actually have time off and what the heck we do when it's not a travel day or making a list. Lots of driftwood just kind of hanging out here on the beach, and we've been seeing this up and down the Pacific coast. A former life, there would have been a lot of projects I would have made out of that driftwood, but here we're just taking nice looks at everything and enjoying it all. Beautiful weather the whole time we've been here. Way up there is a marina, which if it connects to, we're gonna go have some lunch. Well, I had walked all the way down to the end of that channel and got some footage, but then I was so excited, there was no volume. But you can see these sea lions are out here just having a time. And I'll throw some of the video. So I got close, I didn't want to spook them, but we'll throw that over here even though there's no sound. But these guys are just having fun swimming in this channel here next to the marina. Now you're not seeing things as I try to keep the wind out, but way up there above the clouds, that is the top of the mountain here, and showing you there's still snow up there. And you'd miss that mountain if it wasn't for knowing where it was, because the clouds are covering it, but I'm zoomed in pretty much all the way I can get. But way there in the center of your screen, that's all the snow that's still up there. We're on this little nature trail on the other side and come across all these berries. Look at this. Not too bad, but there's Carrie again.
Hello, hello, hello.
And then on this side here is that
It's a magnificent view there.
And there's more of those berries. My God, they are everywhere here. Wow, when they all come up and they're ready, somebody's gonna have one hell of a feast.
Look at those ones. Those two back there look like they're ready.
Look at that.
We need to get a book though, because we need to know if that's safe or not. Yeah, I can see you.
I'm sorry.
Well, good morning. It is indeed the next day, and well, here's the situation.
We had we had an electrical problem.
Bob.
And we almost lost everything that we owned. Now, this is a problem that we've been battling since the since the trip to Colorado. So we are now in Washington, if you've seen from the first half of this video. And we weren't expecting to take you to lunch until we found out, well, the road ended and we had to go all the way around. So we stopped back home and just kind of chill out. We said, yeah, we'll go to lunch tomorrow, not a big deal. That's when we discovered our electrical gremlins in this rig have not disappeared. So bring you up on the backstory on this. In Colorado, we had a ground fault circuit interrupter, a GFCI outlet in the bathroom, which controls pretty much everything here is attached to it. It kept tripping and we couldn't understand why. And we checked everything, we went through as much as we could, and then discovered that the outlet they used was actually poor quality and it was just broken. We had it tested by a trusted electrician and said, replace this outlet and you'll be good to go, and that's what we did. And now here we find ourselves in Washington and we're removing all the rest of them. Why, you ask? Because, well, Redesigned used these standard electrical outlets for the majority of the RV, and by standard I mean RV standard. And these wires clip in and they're basically just connected a little bit. I threw out in disgust the ones I replaced last night, so they're in the trash, but I'll put a picture here so you can see what I'm talking about. For the rest of the rig, they used normal household outlets. Yes, that's correct, and that's what we're replacing with, except we're going with a heavier duty outlet throughout the whole rig. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here, because what happened yesterday, the final straw, was when we plugged in the air fryer and we got a couple of sparks coming out of the outlet, which we've been using for months without a problem. Come to find out, when I tore that outlet out, one of the wires had come loose. Very bad design on these RV specific outlets. So we're going to go household all the way around. All right, now we're going to go along the tool bag and we're going to come right down here. You can see we've replaced the ones on the island. We've replaced, to get a shot up here, the one that was the problem with the air fryer, as well as the one over there. We've pretty much gone around the rig. There's Carrie again. And we're wrapping up with these here. And these are the last two that we need to do. You have to pardon the mess, but it's something that, had we not caught, could have been a major issue. When this one here sparked, there was no joke. And the scarier part was it sparked and nothing tripped. It just kept going, and eventually we pulled the circuit and everything was good. So now we're just going through and replacing all of these, and we've done this in prior rigs as well. We've gotten rid of those RV crap outlets and replaced them with household heavy duty outlets. We're not talking about those 28 cent ones you can get at the bargain bin at Home Depot. We're talking about $6 a piece, depending on where you're getting them, but they are heavier duty, higher quality, and if you're not comfortable with it, you probably shouldn't be doing it. But we will say this whole situation with electrical outlets and using residential versus RV outlets kind of has a 50-50 split. This is what works for us. If it doesn't work for you, that's okay. We appreciate that. There's no need to jump on us, but we're just letting you know what works best for us.
Moving on.
So now we're going to get these buttoned up, and we are going to take you for lunch because we found the best clam chowder and best seafood on the West Coast. And yes, we've eaten it all, as you can tell. Welcome back to some sweaty time with Bob. Before we wrap up this project and before we go to lunch, one, I need to shower, and two, I got to point out a couple of things. One, this should never be taken as poor workmanship on RVs, and all RVs are crap. Enough with that nonsense on YouTube. Drop it already and move on. This is simply a issue of components that are subjected to earthquakes going down the road. We've been traveling nonstop for 7 months over some horrendous terrain, some brutal roads out here out west, and well, things happen. This was a preference for ours, just like it is replacing these boob lights, as Carrie calls them. These little things are just horrible as far as we're concerned. Do they work great for you? Probably will, but we found something a little better. Now, if you joined us in our other rig, Humphrey, you know that we are huge fans of these lights, and these are a simple breeze to install. We're not sponsored. This is not a product endorsement. Just telling you what we use, and again, what we do may not work for you, but that's okay. These are lights that have, well, all different kinds of color temperature involved and brightness, and far superior than the only white and nipple press that you got to do every day. But Carrie loves these, and I put one here in our coffee bar. It is very simple to, you don't like that yellow light, you just hit a button and it goes to daylight, and then hit it again and it gives you that bluish light. And again, you can change the brightness, which we love that. And sometimes you just don't need all the strip of Las Vegas to see the Keurig while someone's trying to sleep down the hall. So highly recommend these lights. I will leave a link in the video description if you're interested. Again, these are the same lights that we use in our second rig, Humphrey, and we couldn't think of a better way to upgrade here, as we've done all the lighting in here. Now, enough of me blabbing. Let's go eat!
As promised, finally.
We are surrounded by people, so it's really awkward because we don't normally film in public, but we are here in Blaine, Washington State, at Alaska Wild Fish and Chips Company. I keep looking over because I want to make sure that I've got the name right. We've eaten here before. We had the clam chowder about a week ago. Unbelievable. But I put a bacon in it.
We noticed that we had it in Oregon first, and if it was like bacon, and I mean, on the East Coast, you don't get bacon, but we had it at Moe's in Oregon, and it was like having grits
with bacon,
with a little bit of bacon, with the consistency of like biscuit gravy.
So
it wasn't
this
that
place,
great.
We tried the clam chowder because it didn't mention bacon, but it has bacon in it, but we never tasted the bacon. It was hands down the best clam chowder we've had, period. And we're New Englanders. We know our clam chowder. But today, we're all about the fish and chips, and we're going to show you this. Get ready for this. Now look at this. Now this is, what kind of fish is this, Carrie?
This is cod.
Because they are all out of, what, halibut?
Halibut, yep.
But look at this. Wait till we break that open. And it is crazy hot.
Oh, look how flaky.
Look at that. Absolutely amazing. But that coleslaw is supposed to be what the kids call, well, fire. All right, our total for this meal was like $27 with tip, with tax. Absolutely incredible. We're just like a small food truck, been here for 9 years. Highly rated and Life Redesigned approved. Now, I'm going to eat this. I'm going to put this all about my face, but I'm going for the tartar sauce first.
It looks so flaky.
Because that's how we do it here at Life Redesigned. Tartar sauce. Look at that.
Utensils. What is that?
Ooh, hot. But, oh my God. It's crazy hot, but crazy good. We're going to devour this, and we got some more stuff we want to tell you about. But you're in Blaine, Washington, check it out. Just wait for it to cool down first. I highly recommend doing that. I'm popping back in here because I just realized I have coleslaw. Carrie was nice enough to get me some of this. And I'm going to give you one of those things that they do on YouTube where they make that face because they're really serious about what they're going to eat. I'm going to let you know real time what I think of this. But look at that. I know, you're thinking, Life Redesigned, you said you would never share your chews. Well, that was until we found Alaska Fish Company.
Is it good?
Is it good? Forget about it. It's amazing. And that right there is the Peace Arch that separates, well, Canada from America. Hello, Canadian Lawrence.
And we can't forget to send out a special hello to Canadian Lawrence's mom.
Hello, Mom. Now, in all seriousness, now we are back here right across the street from that amazing Alaskan fish company.
So full.
Highly recommend checking them out if you're in the area. And there you have it. You have kind of a weekend in our life kind of view. And you notice these videos are becoming a little different as we share a little more each week. But some things were typical, some things were not. We avoided electrical fire, which is always good.
That's a plus.
Behind the scenes, what you didn't see is that we got to go over to Vancouver. That's right, way over there, our buddies to the north. We ventured in and we saw the Vancouver Aquarium in Stanley Park. Amazing, and had a great time, and just kind of been chilling in the RV park in between. Now the RV park, on the other hand, this East Coast, West Coast thing has really got us torn. But that was pretty much it. Just a great time this weekend, and having days off is always good. And you're going to want to stay tuned in the next few weeks, because believe it or not, I'm getting what they call a whole week off. That's right. Well, my company has a policy of you use it or you lose it. And we're going to use it because we sure as hell don't want to lose it. So hopefully we get to take you along for some of that journey. Anything else you want to add?
No.
Would you do it all again?
What, the whole West Coast?
No, just being with me. Of course she would. Until next time, I'm Bob.
But I didn't
That's
get
Carrie,
to finish.
and we'll see you next week.
Cliffhanger.